I have to say that seeing it in person, as with everything in art, you have to see it in person to get the full experience, not on paper. One thing about, which I appreciate about the exhibition, is that there's no painting that's left by itself unfended, if that makes sense. Every painting is supported by another painting in the exhibition. So how I laid it out, you have, of course, the blues and the monochromes, because they're the majority, but white out. It stands by itself, but it has a presence and it's strong in where it stands. And that has a quietness, but it's still stuff. So I appreciate that. And then going back to Soul Family, it has a certain interactive, you want to engage with it. And also on that note, I like to also comment about the titles. Because a lot of times when you go to an exhibition, you see the art. You know, as humans, we visually engage with what we see, the colors, the shapes, and oftentimes we mislook at the titles. But I have to say, with Luca, his titles, he's put a lot of thought and care. And if you do take out the paintings, the titles read as a story. Because you have Soul Family, a heart where life is a soup and I am a fork, and past support. And a lot of these titles come down to the core about emotions and love toward friends, his friend who inspired. This exhibition is not a sole adventure. It's taken from his biography, from his friendships, and the titles, I feel, read like that because they all relate back to someone important, a moment or a person from his past, present, and future, as we say.
Nothing really that challenged technically me, apart from some drying issues that, you know, a lot of combination requires a long drying time when you try to put together oil with synthetics. Everything was clear but not defined, so I always use what I call the pareidolia-driven process. When I start painting, after applying few base coat or multiple base coat and creating patterns, I start writing these abstract words, and then I look back and I see in the cows actually figures or patterns that I outline and become presence, become either figurative or abstract imagery. It's like listening to music. You follow the symphonic pattern of that very moment and takes you somewhere.
I hope people go into Introverse and when they see the paintings, they engage on a personal level. They remember old memories or from their diary or conversation or even, you know, just what they saw the day before, and use those moments to enhance what they're seeing on the paintings. It's either by the colors, people resonate with each color scheme. What I hope is that people come out and they talk about it. And they talk about what they saw and they say, it's like looking at clouds when you're a child. And you look and you find animals in the clouds. I hope people have that same freedom and confidence to go into the exhibition and find the shapes and the symbols that they can resonate and see it with a friend or the family saying, I saw this, what did you see? And have the conversations start. That's what I hope.
I don't have expectation to people to necessarily appreciate or understand what I'm doing, but I'm very positive and confident that there is someone there that matches our chemistry and can connect. That's enough.